Ready to explore the open waters? The Discover Boating Miami International Boat Show is the perfect place to start. Over 1,000 exhibitors across 6 locations will be showcasing everything from the latest center consoles to the most amazing super yachts. It's the event where luxury meets innovation. February 14th through 18th. Tickets are on sale at miamiboatshow.com.
Hello everybody, Stephen Bull here, host of WaterWays Television, coming to you live from the Miami International Boat Show. We're going to be bringing you the best of this show today and tomorrow, so keep it right here on America's Boating Channel. Before we get going, I want to introduce the team here. We'll start with Marty Lafferty. He's sort of the wizard behind the curtain in the control room, making sure everything gets to you. We've got Sari Lafferty, production manager, making sure I mind my P's and Q's and stay. We're going to hand off the camera now and bring in Steve Treletti, the camera guy. He's trying his best to make me look good. Good luck, other Steve. And we're going to be bringing you, as I said, the best of it. If you don't know the show, this is kind of like the Detroit Auto Show of boat shows. This is where a lot of the big launches happen. And we're going to start right here. You can see the crowd and the media milling about at the Mercury Marine booth. In about 20 minutes, they're going to be having the kickoff media event for this massive boat show. This sets the trends for the whole industry. You're going to want to keep it here on America's Boating Channel. We'll be coming to you live with WaterWays TV. Hello everybody, Stephen Bull here, host of WaterWays TV, live from the Miami International Boat Show. Doors aren't quite open yet. We've already had the first big media launch. Dave Folks, CEO of Brunswick, how are you?
I'm great. Very excited for the show.
So if you don't know, Brunswick owns some of your favorite brands, Mercury, Boston Whaler, Bayliner. But let's talk about Mercury. We're in the Mercury booth. Lots going on, lots of excitement. Electrification, it's growing and you guys are expanding. Tell me about it.
We are. Well, we're a leader in the conventional engine space, as you know. We have a huge stand here. We have outboard engines up to 600 horsepower here. But as you said, electrification is growing. A lot of it is in Europe, and we're entering with 5 models in a model line called Avator, which is part of the Mercury brand. We just launched the first model last year, and we're launching the 4th and the 5th today, so we're going really fast in the electrification space. These are 48-volt products designed to power modest-sized boats, maybe in up to 20 feet of range. But very exciting to get in the market, and we're determined to be a leader in the electric space, just as we are in every other space in marine.
And speaking of which, right behind me here, it's sort of a concept, but leading on things that come, you're not done with those 5 models of the Avator.
No, the Avator product line is going to grow, and you never know where it's going to grow, so we wanted to show something representative of the directions that we're taking, absolutely.
And it's not that electrification is taking over. As you mentioned, you still have the internal combustion or ICE engines from the 600, that big beast, down to the 9.9s. There's been some changes in the lower end too.
Yeah, there has. We continue to innovate across our product lines. We think that the end game for marine is a combination of electrification and conventional products. Electrifying marine products is more challenging than light-duty road vehicles like passenger cars. We don't have brakes. We need more power. Boats are much more sensitive to weight than road vehicles are. So for larger boats, having really efficient conventional engines is going to be the solution for the foreseeable future. But we're building out that product line and continuing to go to higher and higher power on electric products as the technology evolves, particularly the battery technology.
I know it's a busy show and Brunswick has a lot of brands, so I'll let you go. But while I've got you here, let's talk about Flightboard. That's one of the newest brands in the Brunswick family. Unveiled a more affordable option now. You've tried these out, is that right?
I have. I tried them out. These are e-foils, electric foiling boards, becoming very, very popular, a bit like snowboarding. I used to be a windsurfer in my time, so this was a great opportunity for me to get back out of the water on an e-foil. We launched the 2 most accessible, value-orientated boards, but the Flightboard e-foil product line is huge, includes a scooter even, with handlebars.
Cool.
So, all kinds of ways to get on the water here in a very exciting and accessible way.
All right, just finally, why is Miami the show to unveil these? So the analogy I use for people that haven't been here is like, this is kind of like the Detroit Auto Show of, there's boat shows everywhere, but this sort of sets the trends, and so you chose to do the unveilings here for a reason.
We did. It's the biggest early season show in the U.S. and definitely a bellwether for the season and the industry. So, and Miami is just such a fantastic place to be. We always get wonderful crowds here. We always get a lot of interest in our products, so it's a perfect way to start the season with these new product launches.
Well, perfect. Well, have a good season. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. It's great to be with you.
Great. That's Dave Folk, CEO of Brunswick Group. They own, as I mentioned, some of your favorite boating brands from Mercury Marine to Bayliner and Flightboard. So you can find out a lot more. Keep it tuned here to America's Boating Channel. We'll be live with WaterWays TV from the Miami International Boat Show.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more highlights from the Miami International Boat Show.
Hello, everybody. Stephen Bull here, host of WaterWays Television, coming to you live from the Miami International Boat Show with special guest Ben Special, president of Yamaha Marine US. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Excited to be at Miami. Miami is always a fun time of year for us, and it's so much fun to see all the products and the stuff that's at Miami. It's just a blast if you like boats and motors. So,
well, you guys are sort of leading the expectations and excitement here. You can see the crowd behind us. There's journalists from all over the world checking out the hydrogen outboard. Tell me about this.
well, we've worked very hard over the last 12 months to get a hydrogen-designed outboard motor. It's the first time we've done this. It's the first time it's been done in the industry. It is our XTO platform, our 450 horsepower class platform, where we've modified the engine to allow hydrogen to be the fuel delivery system. The next step, and we're working with Roush Automotive or Roush Advanced Engineering, that's helping us design the system that would feed the fuel from the boat into the engine. We're working with Regulator Marine to actually help us design the boat to hold the fuel system. You got to keep all that stuff in balance. It's one thing to design the engine, but you also got to design that delivery system into that product.
Absolutely. And I mean, partnering with some stellar brands there, Roush and Regulator.
Roush and Regulator are pretty cool companies.
Absolutely. Well, so is Yamaha. That's a very cool looking outboard. I mean, the reaction is pretty stunning. So let's start with the basics. Like, why hydrogen? Why even bother doing all this?
We look at the industry, and as we move towards carbon neutrality through 2050, how do you do it? We got to use multiple technologies. There's not one solution for the marine industry. So we are exploring, and we have explored what we call sustainable fuels. We know that we can do 30% less carbon in fuel, which is actually very beneficial for us as an industry because that can go to the legacy fleet. The second area is electric. Electric has its place. It's not going to replace these types of engines from the technology that we know of today. So then we look for a third solution, which is alternative fuels, which hydrogen is a very viable alternative fuel. The Department of Energy and many other governmental associations are pushing hard to say, how do you build a hydrogen infrastructure? So we're saying, well, let's build a hydrogen vessel and let's prove the concept so we can look forward to that type of capability.
It's one of those sort of chicken and egg things, right? Like the infrastructure's not going to be there until the boats, but you can't wait either way, right? So it all develops together.
It all develops together, and we got to push the technology. We got to push the new ideas of our industry. We did this many years ago when we came out with 4-stroke outboards. People used to say that's never going to replace 2-strokes, and that's so far behind us now. It's hard to believe we ever even used a 2-stroke engine. I think these types of technologies can do the same thing, be disruptive, and change the industry a little bit and get us a little cleaner.
All right, and so obviously there's only so much that Yamaha can control, but best guess, like, this is the concept and unveiling. It's going to be a while before we see hydrogen power as a standard option. What's your sort of thought on the timeline? Is this like a 3 to 5 year or 5 to 10 year?
That's very difficult to predict because we are going through testing this summer with this out on the water. But I would think that you're looking between that 4 to 6 years or 7 years, you might see something come out. But if you never start, you never get there. So
right. And finally, we should make note. This is not all that's going on here. Yamaha's got a lot going on beyond this concept.
Yes, we do. We just announced our 350 platform on a V6 configuration with our old V8 power. We also got some really cool connected stuff. I love the connected stuff. I think all products should be connected in the next couple of years from all of us. I love the connectivity. I have a boat in East Tennessee. I can check on it. I plan to go up there on Sunday because I'm off work on Monday. So I want to be on the water. I just want to make sure my boat's right when I get up there. So I think the connectivity thing's a bigger and bigger deal as we go forward. And we're rolling out some new software right now on that system.
Absolutely. Working hard to be a leader across the board. Ben Special, thanks for your time.
Thank you so very much for coming. We appreciate it. Have a great day.
President of Yamaha Marine US. You can catch more. Stay tuned. America's Boating Channel will be coming live from Miami International Boat Show all day today and tomorrow. I'm Stephen Bull. I'm about to go check out a hydrogen outboard. Hello everybody, Stephen Bull here, host of WaterWays TV, coming to you live from the Miami International Boat Show, and I have pulled away Sean Chapman. How are you?
How are you?
Marketing manager for Simrad, and we just unveiled this, the NSX Ultra Wide. So tell me about this.
Very excited. This is our first fully featured ultra-wide MFD. Not only just our first, but the world's first. Very excited about this new innovative aspect ratio. What you'll see is, right off the bat, it's very, very wide, hence the ultra-wide name. It combines the benefits of dual screens into one. So what you'll basically see here is the active area on this ultra-wide is the equivalent to the active area for two of our dual units. We compare it to like a Simrad Go 9 or NSX 9. But it eliminates all that dead space that you would have in between the bezels or when you're putting dual screens flush mounted together. So really giving that really nice immersive streamlined experience for on the boat. What we really like about it is allows for our boat partners and our consumers to kind of reimagine how they're going to set up their dashes on the boats as well. Now not being restricted to kind of that square aspect ratio that we're very used to right now with all the standard MFDs, not only with our company, but just alike within the marine industry. So it really unlocks that kind of power to be a little bit more creative and kind of rethink the dashes as well. And then when you get into this, what we really like about it is just the immersiveness that you have with whether you're looking at full screen, split screens, and the charting experience as well. So it's a really great streamlined experience.
Very cool. And this is not just a concept that you're saying, hey, we're coming down. This is available. We can get this on boats.
This will be available in just about a month in mid-March. We have the 15-inch here. Following that will be the 12-inch as well, but this is the bigger unit that we have, and getting ready to launch this in just a few weeks.
Very cool. Well, I know there's a lot of people waiting to talk to you about this, so I'll let you go. Sean, thanks for your time.
Much. Yeah, appreciate it. Nice meeting you guys.
And keep it tuned here to America's Boating Channel. We're bringing you more from the Miami International Boat Show live with WaterWays Television. Hello everybody, Stephen Bull here, host of WaterWays TV, live on America's Boating Channel at the Miami International Boat Show. And here with CEO of Int'l Power, Anthony Liu. How are you?
Good, nice to see you.
So you just unveiled, literally, we just took the cover off of this electric outboard. So first of all, tell me about the company, and this one is already out, right?
Yeah, that's right. So Int'l is a company from British Columbia, Vancouver. And we just unveiled our 250 and 150 horsepower electric outboard. And you're right, 75 and 50 is already available in the market and sold on various boat type and various locations around the world, actually.
So that's important because this isn't just a concept or an idea. This is, you can get out on the water with these, and you're expanding it. It's early times in electrification, but not brand new. So, tell me about this brand new one, this 150 and 250.
Yeah, so this 150 is really providing, just like any electric vehicle, more torque than it's rated. So the 150 really gives you 200 horsepower, and the 250 gives you 350 horsepower. It's running on our latest 800-volt platform, which it's high power and high efficient.
Talk about the batteries too, because that's obviously the big question. So the power and the high torque, everyone gets that. But then of course, all right, well, how do I power this? And batteries aren't light. How many batteries am I going to need to have something like this?
So you need to have, say, the 150 horsepower. You need to have an 80 kilowatt hour battery. So just kind of equivalent to a Tesla kind of type of battery. And speaking of battery, stay tuned. There's more battery news to come, with lighter battery, of course, much lighter.
Well, speaking of weight, how does this compare to an equivalent, internal combustion engine of the same power?
Also, this is much lighter. So the 150 is only 350 pounds, and the 250 is only 415 pounds.
Oh, wow. And I also really like this. We got a camera. Tell me why you put the camera on this. And it's night vision too, right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely. So the reason we put a camera on there is because right now electric vehicles are software defined. And Int'l, we believe in not just electrification, but also digitalization. So that's why we put a camera everywhere. And then imagine the software update, the usage that we can have with this camera. For example, anti-theft, right? For example, fall-off prevention. There's so much technology that we can update into this.
I like it. So what's the reaction been? I mean, you, as I said, just unveiled this one. This one's been out. How are things been going for you? What's the industry and public reaction?
Oh yeah, we are seeing kind of people start adapting to electric, because electric it's easier. When I say easier, is you don't need to go fill up and all that. And also when you drive, you can actually talk. Like you can actually do an interview on boat and won't be interfered by the engine. So people are start adapting to it. I mean, it's new, but it's not that new. I mean, people are driving electric car today, so it's going to happen. So I'm very excited to see that happening.
Nice. It's very cool looking. I really like it. Congrats on being one of the leaders in this. Oh yeah, that's probably a good question. What about, can we get into, how does this, costing overall in terms of, the upfront costs and then the running it compared to a traditional internal combustion engine?
Right, so the price of this I can't reveal yet, but it's going to come out pretty soon. But with this one, the 75 is costing around $29,000 with the battery included. So if you're a boat user and if you compare how much you're paying kind of the mortgage into the boat, it's actually kind of balance it out, right? Because then everything you pay into the gas pump, you're not getting back, you burn it, it's out. But everything you're paying to the battery, when you resell the boat, it's coming back to you. So if that makes sense, the economy will make sense.
I like it. All right, well, there's a lot of people here waiting to ask you questions. So Anthony Liu, thank you so much for your time. Congrats on the launch.
Yeah, thank you.
And keep it right here on America's Boating Channel. We'll have more from the Miami International Boat Show with WaterWays TV. Hello everybody, Stephen Bull here, host of WaterWays Television, coming to you live from the Miami International Boat Show from the Boston Whaler booth, and I have pulled Mark Robinson aside. How are you, buddy?
Good. How's it going, Stephen?
So far, so good. Getting better. So program director with Boston Whaler, and we are in front of the newest, the 365 Conquest. Tell me about this boat.
Yeah, this is the all-new 365 Conquest. We just released it here today at the Miami Boat Show, right? So brand new boat, brings a lot of the features that you've come to expect from Whaler. It's right in the middle between the 325 and the 405. Brings some of those great features from the 405 down into a little smaller platform. Tons of integration that people have come to expect from Boston Whaler, right? So a cabin below, great place to sleep, entertain, and hang out. The helm deck on this boat, it's got convertible seats, great use of space. So whether it's just you and your family or you've got a ton of people on the boat with you entertaining for the day, I think you're going to be really impressed with this boat.
What's the reaction been so far? It's only the first day, but I mean, there's just a constant stream of people I've seen.
Yeah, it's busy, right? We've got a lot of people coming on the boat. I think several people that have already pre-ordered this boat are walking through it today. A lot of press coming on it. Tons of excitement down here at the Miami Boat Show.
And real quick, what kind of power do we got on this?
So this boat comes right now with twin 600s. You can also get the boat with, this is twin 600s. You can also get it with triple 400s, right? So set it up how you want to. Great power from Mercury Marine, either way you set it up.
Perfect. All right. Well, I know there's people waiting to talk to you. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. If you want to see any more information, go to bostonwhaler.com or come down here and see us at the boat show.
But make sure you plan your time around here because this is one of the more popular ones we've seen, and you can see why. And keep it tuned here on America's Boating Channel. We'll bring you more, the best of Miami International Boat Show with WaterWays TV. Hello everybody, Stephen Bull here, host of WaterWays TV, live at the Miami International Boat Show in the Sea-Doo booth with my friend Tim McKercher. Hey buddy.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you. So there's always a lot going on. Let's talk about just one or two things, and I see you got an engine here. What's going on?
Yeah, Miami's always the place to showcase your newest, latest, and greatest product. So what we have here is our new 325 horsepower Rotax Ace supercharged engine. This is the most powerful engine in the personal watercraft industry now, and this powers our new RXPX single-seater kind of race watercraft and our RXTX model, which is our high-performance three-seater.
325, that's a lot of power, and that is a very compact package.
Yeah, that's really the goal of this. It's a 1.6 liter engine, and we're getting 325 horsepower out of this. So the Rotax engineers really dissected every component of this engine and how do we make it more efficient but not make it bigger and heavier, because power to weight ratio is really important on a watercraft. Plus you want to keep it small so we can design the watercraft around the rider and not around the engine. So ergonomics are at a premium, but now performance is a premium too with this new engine.
I like it. Let's go to the other end of the spectrum here. This is the latest and greatest of the Spark Tricks. I remember when these came out, and it looks a little bit different. A lot of the stuff's still the same, but like the seating and the top side jumps out as different.
Yeah, so the Spark was really launched to re-spark the industry, and it did just that in 2014. But now we need a little refresher. So we have a complete new refresh package. This is like Spark 2.0. So the Tricks model, we completely redesigned the top deck so it's a little bit easier to board with integrated handles. We have our Link accessory attachment kit that can be attached to the back. We actually changed it from a 2-seater to a 1-seater because you're doing tricks, you're kind of dancing around the platform. We made the glove box bigger to have your phone in it. And then we also, if you can take a look here, we actually have integrated action camera mounts. So we can mount it here, here, and on the transom. So you can get those great POV shots, because if you didn't post it on social media, did you really do it? So
true.
Now we can capture the moment. And yeah, this is the new Sea-Doo Spark, brand new design for 2024.
I love it. All right. Well, lots more at their booth. Come on down, Miami International Boat Show. They're here the whole show. And if you can't make it, stay tuned to America's Boating Channel and WaterWays TV. We'll bring you the latest and greatest live from the show they call MIBS. Buddy Stephen Bull here, host of WaterWays TV, live at the Miami International Boat Show. We are in the Electric Pavilion, and I'm with Int'l Lozon. How are you?
Nice to see you, Steve.
Nice to see you. So, Taiga is electric, personal watercraft, but snowmobile. So first, give me the high-level origin story of the company.
Yeah, well, Taiga was founded on this ambition to provide an alternative to gas combustion engine in the power sports space. So there's 7 years of R&D that went into developing our tractive unit, that's the battery and the electric motor. And we've sort of built snowmobiles first and then converted that into a watercraft.
And I've had the joy of driving one of these, and it does, when you told me that it was going to feel like everything else that I would expect, but at the same time feel like nothing I've been on before. You were right. The power, but it handles, there's no learning curve if you've ridden any other personal watercraft. So tell me about some of the high-level specs, like top speed, range. I bet the questions you get asked all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the first thing that people notice, like you mentioned, the handling, it feels familiar, but then there's no emissions and there's no noise, okay? So you're on the water, you can only hear the wind and the waves and the pleasure of riding and connecting with nature. Then you'll find the same sort of performance that you get from any gas combustion jet ski, so a top speed of 62 miles an hour, and you get about 2 hours of continuous ride time.
2 hours is a long time, by the way. If people are like, oh, only 2? I challenge you to get on any internal combustion engine one and go for 2 hours and see how you walk when you get back to the dock. That's a good range.
Absolutely. And this is a playful craft, right? It's a sporty 2-seater. You get the beautiful cantilever seat. It's very agile. It's a dynamic type of riding. So certainly after an hour and a half, you'll want to take a little break.
Perfect. Now, recharging the batteries, once I've had all my fun, what do I need? Do I need special equipment, special charging?
What's fun about Taiga vehicles is that we can charge into anything. So a regular 110 outlet, you take, it's an overnight charge, so that's your longest option. What we recommend to our customers is to have a level 2 charger like we have here installed at their dock. So as soon as you're finished riding, you plug it in. That's about 3 hours for a full charge. And if you have access to a marina or you're using public infrastructure, our crafts are DC fast charge enable. That's a 40-minute for 80% state charge.
Very cool. Okay, well, I see a bunch of people here gathered around, so we'll get out of your booth, let you get back to showcasing these. Electrification isn't coming in boating, it's here. These are not concepts, these are for sale and retail markets and all that. So you want to see this, come on down. Of course, if you can't make it, stay tuned to America's Boating Channel, and WaterWays TV will bring you more live from the show they call MIBS. Hello everybody, Stephen Bull here, host of WaterWays Television, live from the Miami International Boat Show, this time at the Chris Craft booth. My friend Max Gordon, how are you, buddy?
How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, and it's always great to see these beautiful boats. Tell me about what you've got on display and what's going on with Chris Craft.
So this year marks our 150th anniversary of Chris Craft, so it's quite an amazing milestone for America's boat builder. So built in Sarasota, Florida, world headquarters, and we're just showing our special edition here.
And this is beautiful, like the classic lines, but this is not an old boat. This is top of the line.
We have the latest and greatest technology in all of our boats, and this boat in particular is our 27 launch, so we have a special colorway and design on the interior and the outside of the boat too. So a special aquamarine color with silver bullet paint.
And did I hear, I've kind of been wandering around nosing at these other boats. There's special editions and 150th celebrations. You can do stuff on all the boats, it's not just this one?
That is correct. You can get the 150th anniversary edition on every model that we make.
And how many boats? We got quite the range that you've got on display here. I don't need the list of all of them, but give me sort of the range you can see.
We have 8 boats here on display, but we have all of our lines here. So our Launch is our traditional boat. Then we have our Launch GTs, our Calypso line, and Catalinas. So we have center consoles, dual consoles, outboard propulsion, stern drive, you name it, we got it.
Okay, perfect. Well, you can come check them out here at the Convention Center at the Miami International Boat Show. And if you can't make it, stay tuned to America's Boating Channel. WaterWays TV will bring it all to you. And here's to another 150 years, Max.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
Hello, everybody. Stephen Bull, host of WaterWays TV, coming to you live from the Miami International Boat Show at the, well, actually just outside the Bayliner booth with Mike Mercer from Bayliner. How are you, buddy?
Good to see you again, Steve.
Okay, so the reason we're out here is because we wanted a good shot of this new line, the Trophy. Tell me about this. So I recognize the Trophy name from back in the day with Bayliner, but I do not recognize this boat.
Yeah, so we're really excited to launch this boat in Miami. We've actually brought 5 boats over that we've renamed Trophy within our portfolio. We've got 2 23s, 2 25s in both a Pilot House and Explorer, and then we do offer the 29-foot boat behind us in an Explorer as well with twin engines.
And this is unlike any Bayliner that I've seen or can think of, but the Bayliner DNA and the core principles are still there, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We're trying to get a lot of value in a boat and try and minimize the cost to the end consumer. So as you see when we walk through a little bit of this boat, you'll see a lot of key features you won't find in competitive models at a very attractive price.
And this is brand new, unveiled, was it Seattle?
Correct. We actually unveiled it last weekend at the Seattle Boat Show, and then the boats went literally right from there to here, just in time to set up for the grand opening today.
Perfect. So give me a couple of the bullet points. What are the key things about this other than it looking new and cool?
Yeah, so the great point is in this boat, we actually offer a 25-foot boat, as you can see behind us with a cabin. It does have 2 separate sleep areas, so there is a mid-berth in this boat.
In this one, in the 25?
In the 25. There's a mid-berth down in this mid-section here. It comes fully equipped. You can get it with heat and air conditioning. Does have a diesel stove as well as a refrigerator. So this is a boat you can literally take in the intercoastal, out in the water a little bit, or up in the Pacific Northwest and have enough opportunity there to stay for the weekend.
And there's there's different options and power packages and stuff, I'm sure, and obviously the different sizes, but what are we looking at price-wise for something like this?
Price-wise for this, fully equipped the way you see it, we're under $150,000. And that's with the max horsepower. We've got this one equipped with a 300 horsepower Mercury. A couple key features on this boat as well. You can see the aft coming off the back here, the bimini. There is a full enclosure that comes in it with that price as well. So you can fully enclose this back end to entertain more people even on a rainy day.
Very cool. So if people want to get more info with this, obviously come down to the Miami Boat Show. If you can't make it, how can they learn about this?
You can log on to bayliner.com, click on our trophy icon, and all these new models are uploaded to our current website for the consumer to review, spec out, price, everything's there.
Mention WaterWays TV and get absolutely no discount. But if you come to the show, there's all kinds of great boat show stuff going on. Mike, thanks again.
Absolutely. Glad to see you again.
Appreciate it. And keep it tuned here to America's Boating Channel. We're bringing you the best of the Miami International Boat Show with WaterWays TV. Hello, everybody. Stephen Bull here, host of WaterWays TV, and we've sent you up there. We're going to send you up even higher to give you a look at the Miami International Boat Show. This one's a little different, so we're not going to go to a booth. We're going to start heading down here in the Miami Beach Convention Center and give you a look at what's going on here. On the left, we can see the Honda Marine booth. They've got their brand new outboard, the 350 V8. Very cool looking. Coming along here, we've got Manitou and Sea-Doo to the right. They've always got a lot of things going on. Sea-Doo has just unveiled this 325 horsepower Rotax engine, the most powerful in the PWC world as far as I know. If not, let me know, because I will be impressed. It's a winner of an innovation award. We've got lots of media events happening here as well, especially on the first days if you come to a show. And that's because the Miami International Boat Show is a little bit different compared to a lot of other boat shows, in that the things that are the same are that it's a retail show. You can buy these boats, you can find boat show specials. They've got merchandise and accessories. Basically, if it's a boat, can go on a boat or go on you as a boater, you'll find it at this show like you can most boat shows. But what's different about Miami compared to a lot of other shows, is that this is a real bellwether for the industry as a whole. This is where a lot of the big launches and unveils happen. And if you scroll through the videos here on America's Boating Channel, you'll see some of those from earlier today. The range of product at this show too is pretty exceptional, from small inflatables and ribs and tenders up to massive outboards, and they have the yacht haven area as well. Ooh. There's also multiple locations here as well. So we're in the Miami Beach Convention Center, which is quote unquote one of the main areas. Some say the main area, but there's also the in-water portion across the causeway on the mainland part in Miami proper at Herald Plaza. And they actually do sea trials as well. So not every boat you see here you can get out on, but there are a lot of boats that you can go out and actually experience and try yourself. Coming along here, we got the Starcraft Marine booth. So they've got pontoons, fiberglass deck boats. They actually celebrated their 120th anniversary last year. So one of the old names in the marine space, but as you can see, still innovating. And these deck boats are getting even more popular. So this is if you want, you know, all of the floor space of a pontoon, but with the traditional fiberglass hull, a V-bottom runabout. Coming up here, we've got Hurricane deck boats, Formula, Sea Ray. This has a collection of brands that only shows like the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show really rival. Everyone comes to this one. And if you can't make it, of course, keep it here on America's Boating Channel, WaterWays TV, bringing you the best of Miami live today and tomorrow, where we'll be over on the Herald Plaza side, hopefully getting out on the water too. Until then, I'm Steve Bull. You're watching WaterWays TV live on America's Boating Channel from the Miami International Boat Show. Hello everybody, Stephen Bull here, host of WaterWays Television, coming to you live from the Miami International Boat Show, this time at the Sea Ray booth. And do I have the person to talk to? Keith Younger, president of Sea Ray Boats. How are you?
Doing great. How are you doing today?
Okay, first of all, let's talk about the lineup here. You've got a lot of boats in the lineup. You can't possibly fit them all in this booth, but we've got a good range here, it seems.
Yes. We've actually got 3 of our 4 series down here at the Miami show. We've got our SDX, which is our deck boat series. We've got our SLX, which is our premium runabout series, and our Sundancer series, which is our cruiser. We run from 26 feet up to 40 feet here, and because we're in the Florida market down here, we've got all of our outboard powered variants of these models. We also offer stern drive models as well.
Excellent. And I've been lucky enough to come to a lot of boat shows over the years. I own a Sea Ray. It's not one of these beautiful new ones, but my 2001, it's still nice. This is the much younger and cooler cousins that I'm checking out here. But something that we've seen, and I've seen sort of rolling out, is this new design DNA and the engineering DNA that's, you know, we're seeing in more and more boats. Is that reflected?
Yes,
here?
It is. We started it 2 years ago with our Sundancer 370, and that was kind of the first to roll out the new design DNA. And the intent of the new design DNA was to make all 4 families look like they fit within the brand of Sea Ray. And because over time in the past, some of the different series got away from the design DNA that we had in place. So this kind of brings it back under one umbrella, creates a future design well into the future that will work for us for many years to come. And then we've also introduced it on our SLX series here, where we've got our 260 and 280 models.
So it doesn't matter, as we go forward, doesn't matter what Sea Ray you step on, different layouts and sizes, of course, but you'll know it's a Sea Ray.
You'll know it's a Sea Ray whether you're standing next to it or you're half a mile away on the water. You'll know it's a Sea Ray coming at you.
Well, I know it's a busy show. I won't keep you long, but I do want to touch on this. 65 years, is that right for Sea Ray?
Yes, 65 years, kind of setting the pace for the premium recreational runabouts in the marketplace. And through those 65 years, we've had two owners. We've had C.N. Ray, our founder, and Brunswick. So we've been in good hands through those years, and we just continue to innovate and bring products to market that put smiles on people's faces.
Speaking of the history, I hope you don't mind this part. I love this little tidbit. You know, not the founder here, but has a connection to the founder. You are a Sea Ray family going back to a wee pup, right?
Yes, yes. My father actually worked for the founder, C.N. Ray, back in the 60s, 70s, and early 80s. And now I get to come full circle as I'm the president of Sea Ray for the past couple of years. So it's a fantastic story for myself. It brings a smile to my face, but I think through the years, it's the wonderful people that have been building great boats for those 65 years.
Perfect. Well, busy booth, lots of beautiful boats here. We'll let you get back to it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And if you want to check them out, come down to the Miami Beach Convention Center. Of course, if you can't make it down here and you're just watching on America's Boating Channel, you can go on that interweb. They have a thing there with lots of pictures, you know, and Sea Ray is all about this. Of course, we'll be bringing you more today and tomorrow from the Miami International Boat Show with WaterWays Television. Hello everybody, Stephen Bull, host of WaterWays TV here at the Miami International Boat Show. We're actually on the upper level of the Miami Beach Convention Center. This is the marine equipment, accessories, and retail pavilion. You got everything from our pals at Seato. You know, $20 off if you mention WaterWays. Now, of course, you don't have to mention WaterWays. I just saw that on their poster, but we'll call it us. You got the bolts, nuts, fasteners, and screws, all the important stuff. It's not just the big boats, it's everything about it. If it goes on you or on your boat, then you'll probably find it here, and a bunch of other really cool things like scuba diving. These are those tanks where you can sort of be a self-contained, have that floating on the top and scuba underneath. We've got stuff for docking. We've got stuff for clothing, all kinds of swag and different things. We'll have a quick look here. Too much to list in person, of course. Come to the show, check it out yourself, and if you can't, keep it tuned here to America's Boating Channel, and we'll bring you the best of the boat show and some of the best of the fishing world, like my pals over here. You're watching America's Boating Channel with WaterWays TV live from the Miami International Boat Show. Hello everybody, Stephen Bull here, host of WaterWays TV live at the Miami International Boat Show with Dr. Guy Harvey. How are you?
Great to see you here, Steve, and welcome everybody. It's the first day. We're looking forward to a really busy week and hope everybody comes. The weather's going to be nice. Lots to come and look at.
And this is one of the spots you want to stop by. We're going to get into the art in a second, but there's clothing with your artwork on it, including the official merch of the show. Is that right?
That's correct. Again this year with the official merchandiser of the official shirt. Features South Florida species, very colorful item. And we also have a booth here for the Guy Harvey Foundation as well. It's been running for 17 years now, 25 years of marine research work and education coming out of it. And this is our 32nd consecutive year at the show. So we have a great track record. It's a wonderful destination for people to come and visit. And I'm here every day for people to come and meet, sign their purchases and talk about fishing.
I love it. See, art and science coming together is something a lot of people like to do. A lot of people know you as the artist. And you're not an artist that started a foundation. You're a scientist that got into art. Is that right?
Correct. They both evolved at the same time, really. But my hobby became my profession, put it like that. Yeah.
Perfect. So real quick, because I know there's a bunch of people here that we're keeping away from the line, but how's it been so far? What are there any like same stories you get or any, you've heard them all actually. Give me a fishing story that someone's told you that surprised you.
There's always new fishing stories because I do fish a lot, contrary to what people think. I fish and dive all the time as much as possible, especially now that my kids are helping me with the business and the foundation. I can do what I really enjoy doing, which is more fishing, mostly in Central America, Panama and places like that. Plus it inspires a lot of new artwork that you see here at the show. So there's always something new for the customers to look at.
Perfect. And finally, I know the foundation does a lot of things, but just in a couple bullet points, tell me about the foundation, what you're working on, and what the whole goal of it is.
It all starts with research work and gathering data on the fish that we love to fish for or catch and release, the fish that we want to fish sustainably, and doing it in the right way, learning more about life histories of sharks and billfishes, rays, mahi-mahis, all sorts of different animals, mostly on sharks these days. But also we take that data and turn it into educational content for kids, especially here in Florida, the Florida school system. We're taking our educational programs wherever we can, the Caribbean, in Spanish, to any venue that will take us, because right now conservation is top of mind in just about all the marine environments that we deal with.
I love it. All right. Well, if you want the official merch or any merch, stop by here. If you want some beautiful artwork, stop by here. If you want to learn about the foundation, get involved, donate, stop by here. Or if you want to tell fishing stories. So basically, this is the one-stop shop. Other than buying a boat, it's the Guy Harvey booth. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Enjoy. Everybody enjoy the Miami International Boat Show.